Hello, Aquarius. I hope that you're all doing well. We are here with a timeless reading. Before we get started, let's set the intention for this to be a space where everyone allows themselves to feel seen and validated, and ultimately for this to be a safe space and a healing space in alignment with the highest good. All right. What I'm seeing is that you could not be more spot on with your intuition, but you could be in a place where that feels challenging because it may be hard to follow what you know you're being guided to do. What it looks like is that there's a situation that's arising that may not be resonating with you, but there may be some pressure for you to like engage in this or take this or participate in it. And there's that like higher knowing that you're connected with that's like, this isn't right for me. Something along the lines of that. This can be a side note. I don't know if this is going to pop up in the reading, but I'm definitely seeing something like that where like you need to take action in some way, but it may not feel easy for you to do that. Especially because you may be like standing up for yourself or standing up for even like what you want or what you don't want. Because I was seeing the Four of Cups in there, and this can mean that something's going on where you're like, that doesn't resonate with me, or I don't want to do that, or I don't like this, something like that. But there can be, it can feel uncomfortable for you to be direct in that way, something along the lines of that. And you could, maybe it's somebody you don't want to hurt their feelings, or there's like some expectation that's being put on you, something like that. But I'm seeing your guides be like, you got to lead this one out. So you may be reflecting on like, what do I do here? What's the best thing for me to do? But I'm seeing that whatever this is that you're being called to do, that you know within you already what you're being called to do, it just may be hard to actually do this. I'm seeing that be the challenge. It's not that you don't know what to do. Because as I said before, I'm seeing you, like you could not be more spot on with your intuition. It's just about actually following through with your choices, with your decisions, with your behavior. I'm seeing people walking with one another. Like there may be somebody that you're connected with here. Six of Cups. I'm hearing a walk to remember. Six of Cups, Page of Wands. This can be a revisiting of something. Like you used to be interested in this and now there's a revisiting, or you used to connect with that person, now you're connecting with them again. Or you used to really like doing that activity. It's coming up for a reason. This is like mixing the old with the new is what I'm seeing. Like you could be in a particular spot now where you feel like something is genuinely appealing to someone. A path is genuinely appealing to you, but I'm seeing it have a mixture of your roots or your history or your past that's tied into this and associated with this. It would feel like, even though it's a new path that you're forging, it feels nostalgic. So there's a familiarity that you have. The Hanged Man, though. There may be something about this that has not fully come into conscious recognition. Why is the Hanged Man here? What your first impression of this may be different than what your more lasting impression is going to be about. I feel like the guides are making this so cryptic. It's kind of like your first impression of something, or your understanding or your idea of like the purpose of something coming together. Like, I'm supposed to walk down this path for this reason. It looks like there's going to be more information that's going to come that's going to clarify that you may not have been seeing immediately, is how I'm seeing this. So you could know that you're being called in a direction and you can think that you know the whole reason why, but I'm seeing you're actually going to find out much more information about this that's not available to you. Well, I don't want to say it's not available to you, but it may not be fully like remembered or recognized yet at this point. But you know that it's right because there's this feeling within you that is pulling you in this direction. Again, there's like this element of nostalgia to this where something about it feels familiar. It's kind of like, it's like a path that right now within your life, going down this road, it may feel like in some ways it's the first time that you're seeing this path. There's like that element of newness to it, but at the same time, I'm seeing something about it seem familiar. I'm getting a very like sharp activation in the crown here. It feels kind of in the center, maybe off to the left a little bit. There's something very particular here about what's happening. The Hanged Man can also be sort of like a veil that's on something, and the further down you walk, the more it's going to be lifted up, so you can see what's going on underneath there. So anyway, yeah, something's coming around, and you may be like, oh, I know why I'm being guided to walk down this path, but I'm getting that all of the reasons haven't been laid out yet for you to see at this point. How you perceived this path before may actually be changing vastly. Hanged Man and the Death card. This means that psychologically there's a huge reframe here that's going to be happening. So this may be a revisiting so you can really reframe something important here. Because it may have been crystallized in the past, this path in some way, that now there's going to be like a transformation that's associated with your perception of this. I get definitely like a rebalancing that's happening, meaning something, it seems like it needs to be revisited so you can, in order to go back and like recalibrate something here. Ooh, okay. So something happened. This looks like something went down between you and someone else, I'm seeing, in the past, okay? This was somebody that may have like really offended you in some way, or you felt they disrespected you. And it may have done something for you. It's kind of like this situation that went down with this person, it felt triggering. But there's something here that needs to be understood about why exactly that was triggering for you. So I'm seeing your guides be like, the only thing that you need to focus on about this situation is actually why that brought up what that brought up for you. So it's not even to feel a type of way towards yourself for feeling how you felt. You know, like, things trigger you. You can't help that you get triggered. You can't help that certain emotions pop up. This isn't about feeling any type of way towards yourself for feeling what you feel, because you don't have control over that. I'm seeing your guides say the thing to focus on here is, like, why did that bring up what that brought up for you? Because I'm seeing it be associated, this thing that's in the past, that happened in the past, this happened between you and another person, I know for sure. Even though I'm not seeing another person here, I'm definitely getting that it went down between you and another person. And it was an experience that it somehow is related to a path right now that you want to be walking down because it feels right for you. But there's something about the past that needs to be looked at, because it's somehow affecting your perception here that you have of this path. It's like it's tainted your perception of this path that you want to walk down. Okay, let me just use an example here. Let's say that when you were in 5th grade, you loved to draw. And you had a teacher that like made fun of your drawing in front of the class, and you never drew again after that day. there may be something coming up where you're like, wow, I want to get back into drawing. I feel really inspired. Like, every time I'm online, I see this person make this drawing and I see that drawing over there, and there's something about it that's calling to me. But then there's that part of you that has to do with the belief system within yourself. It has to do with like some type of unworthiness or something where you were made to feel like ostracized in some way, or it felt like you weren't supported within this situation, and it's something that's like putting a damper on you exploring this thing because of the like negative self-beliefs that are associated with this experience that you had in the past. And that's why this needs to be reflected on. What did this bring up for you? Because this isn't something that's happening now as far as the event that's affecting you now. This event happened already in the past for you, but it's something that it's like hindering you from exploring this thing fully that you want to step into, that you may actually be realizing, I feel insecure about that, and you're tying it to this past thing that happened. So I'm seeing you like sort of have to go back in time to undress this, because I'm seeing something had definitely been crystallized. I'm seeing a crystallization here within the heart chakra. This is something where you felt like a lack of love, you felt a lack of support, and it was something that you internalized, and it ended up crystallizing as a negative self-belief. This is what I'm seeing here for you, Aquarius. You may still hold on to some sort of resentment, but like subconsciously towards this person. Like, it may be something that I don't feel like you're gonna have to go deep digging for this. I feel like you're gonna be able to know what this is. But you may not have made the connection that that thing affected what was sort of stopping you from pursuing this thing, and where this insecurity was coming from, or where this like imposter syndrome was coming from, whatever this is for you that you were feeling, or why you felt shy to like get up and express that and be like, this is my work, because the last time you did that you were made fun of, you know, just an example. So this is what I'm getting here. So this is about linking like why that thing from the past has affected this now, and it's about being able to go back and like reorganize mentally here for you. It's basically going to liberate you and give you permission now to pursue this thing that you want to pursue, because you could have been not realizing why you felt this hesitance. Like, if I feel interested in this thing, why am I reticent to like go down that way? But this thing has called you over and over and over again, and maybe you like forgot why you kept avoiding it, or kind of like taking a detour path instead of that one, and it all comes back to this it's an experience, this experience that you had with this person. And it's crazy too, because when you connect with another person that has a closed heart chakra, or that has like a blockage in the heart chakra, it's kind of like a disease. Like, it can have a butterfly effect, where because their heart chakra is closed, they interact with you in a way that makes your heart chakra want to close, potentially in order to protect yourself because of the energy that that person is bringing. So you kind of like caught something energetically from this person, we can say. But now that you're doing the healing, this is like part of the deep healing for you and for your like inner child, we can call it at this point. Because I don't know how old you were when this happened, but it affected your inner child. Because your inner child is that part of you that is like so very pure, and is just like genuinely interested in the things you're interested in, and not so much caring what other people think and all of that stuff. But whatever this was, I'm seeing a very harsh experience that happened for you that really had you like close yourself off. And it's to protect yourself, you know? That's the reason. There's a function as to why you would have closed yourself off, like as protection. That's what your ego does. That's the function, to keep you safe. But now at this point, there's like an opening back up that's happening here. And like in every other area of your life, you may feel like you're an open person and that you're like loving and compassionate and stuff like that, but when towards other people, but when it comes to yourself, you may not feel that way towards yourself. So this is all about you with you, because you may feel like you have it down, like you know how to interact with other people and come through in a way where you're holding space and doing all that stuff. But now it's about doing that for you. So yeah, past experience that you had, I just get like a very sharp experience. This feeling like it definitely had you like automatically, like not even realizing that you were doing it, just like shut everything down to protect yourself. And it's associated with this like crystallized negative self-belief that is now being reframed for you, putting things into perspective, into another perspective, we can say. It's gonna allow you to start this thing, okay? To go down this path. Yeah, here it is. That's all that's needed from you right now. It's really gonna shift your understanding now of how to move forward as well. It looks like it's going to change for you how you're going to sort of initiate this and pursue it. Yeah, it's going to change the way that you take action. This is going to give you more confidence too. This is also like connecting you back with your heart chakra to allow you to know how to better lead your life in a way that is aligned with like a higher timeline, we can say. Because you can look at your timeline and be like, I sort of like the timeline that I'm on. Like, I don't have too many complaints about it, but I feel like my potential is more than that, and that's really what this is about. So I'm seeing you overall be, like, very evolved and very healed. I get this again, like, especially within your relationships with other people. Like, that may not be so much what you struggle with. Like, you may really struggle just with the relationship with you and you. So that's really what this is coming down to. But I'm getting that this could have been something where you were like, I don't know, it was something for some reason before that maybe you didn't know that this thing connected with this thing here, and now this is just putting everything, connecting the dots is what we're doing here. Yeah, I'm really seeing that in you reframing this thing from the past for yourself, in going into and analyzing these this belief system of yours that's associated with your self-beliefs. There's going to be like a looking into this to have, hold on, I'm getting a lot of words. I'm hearing a lot of words that start with P. To have Pluto here. Yeah, I don't know what this theme is, but I'm just seeing a P and a lot of words that start with P, the letter. To have Pluto here, this means that there is Pluto archetypally as a planet, right? Pluto rules Scorpio. It's about cutting into things. Pluto rules psychology. So it's about getting to the bottom of things mentally for you, and also emotionally too, because Scorpio is a water sign. And all of us have a Pluto. And this is about, and themes of Pluto also are about, it can be like power and control and understanding your psyche and understanding other people's psyche and wanting to cut through to the truth, to the core, to like what really is the genesis of something. And this is like a mental thing for you. And to also have Neptune here, this can kind of be like these hazy memories from the past that you're taking this more like ethereal thing and you're bringing it down to make it more concrete and tangible so you can split it open and see what's going on inside of there. And then we also have the Death card, which is Scorpio. And then we have the Magician, which is Mercury. So this means that a huge mental transformation here potentially is going to be taking place for you if this is something that you're willing to initiate. And it's going to crack something open to allow the light to come in. And it's really going to change how you see yourself as a creator, as a creative, as a manifester, as somebody who's capable, very capable of doing these things, and how this belief from the past had been hindering you from fully stepping into this power of yours. I'm hearing it's about believing again. This is something that you're genuinely interested in pursuing. But yeah, I'm getting that before you may have been like, I don't know why, something about this, I just feel hesitant about it, and it's because of that, like, that deep thing from the past. All right, my friends, we are going to leave the reading here. I would like to thank everybody for connecting. Thank you for tuning in. I'm wishing everybody love and light and healing, and I hope to catch you guys next time.